Hi, welcome to Watcher DM. I'm Gabriel. Today I am going to continue my series of videos on the Tome of Adventure Design, revised edition by Matt Finch, Mythmere Games. And we are pretty deep in the book at this point. I think we're into chapter 4, and we're kind of getting towards the end here at page 469. Nice. And so today we are going to be exploring underwater adventures, which I'm very much looking forward to. And normally I would tell you to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon and stuff. So you should do all those things, but we're just going to dive right in. I feel like it always takes up so much time in the video. Underwater adventures. It looks like it just goes right into it. We don't get a preamble. But it talks about events underwater. So let's see what I think this is like an inciting event kind of thing. So we rolled a 92. Whale or other harmless unless provoked creature as an event. That's interesting. Okay. So we're just going to mark here underwater. We rolled a 92. Whale or other we'll say harmless in quotes creature. Great. Okay. Ocean floor features. Let's see what we get for that. So the ocean floor, we rolled a 56. Okay, yeah, I like that. 56 is ocean floor, carpeted in shipwrecks. Love that. Oh, and then we get, okay, so this is kind of cool. So we end up with, there's a table here for shipwrecks. So we're just going to roll some here. So 61 is a galleon. And 28 is battle damage. It says catapult, but whatever. Inhabitants of the shipwreck. So who's living in the shipwreck? We got 37 here. Interesting. 37. Multiple poisonous snakes. Possible controller. Okay. Some unusual seaweed. Yeah, why not? Let's do some unusual seaweed. So we rolled a 10. Ooh, the seaweed creates breathable air in vicinity or in huge bubbles. That's interesting. I don't think we're going to use that. Let's try out this underwater vehicles thing. So 36. A hot air balloon or Zeppelin arrangement. Weird. Very weird. Waterborne adventures. Chart of common ship types. Okay. Interesting. This isn't probably something. So this is just like a list of different types of ships and kind of a little explanation for what they are, which is great. I think this is great to have. I don't know that a rollable chart is that useful, but whatever. Unusual ships. Now this is some jam. Bubble, sphere, half emerged or skimming surface. Castle mounted on flotation device, possibly with dungeons below waterline. Floating plant with roots used for propulsion. That's cool. Huge iron or stone ship with internal passages and rooms. Rock chunks with internal tunnels. Small floating island, classic. Amoeboid ship, living or dead. Shaped like a crab or lobster, mechanical. Got some qualish kind of character. Shaped like a fish or whale, mechanical. Massive raft with wooden buildings, perhaps a pagoda palace. Ooh, love that. Ship or building mounted on the back of a huge sea turtle. That's a classic. Ghost ship crewed by zombies, ghouls, or possibly made of bone. Always love that. Jellyfish ship. Ship drawn by seahorses. Horses that walk on water or pulled by a water elemental. Carpet of seaweed with structure on it. A paddle wheel? Oh, cool, paddle wheels. That's interesting. Ship or platform traveling in a tornado or water spout as locomotion. Ship drawn by flying creatures for locomotion. An invisible ship, or ship shifts between different alternating realities, astral plane, ethereal plane, etc. A very Bermuda Triangle kind of ship. And then let's roll up a ship reputation here just to see. A lucky ship. Okay. Yeah, that could be some good stuff on this table. Maybe reputations or rumors. Generate some stuff. Oh, ship cargo. Always want to know that. 68 nuts. Walnuts specifically. That's so weird. Hazelnuts are they're my favorite nut, if I'm being honest. This book, this is the curse of the big book, right? Is that like at a certain point you kind of can't get it to lay flat in a way that's useful. 92 undead pirates such as ghouls, zombies, or skeletons. You got your unusual pirates here. Events on the water. 72 pirates, obviously. Classic. Unusual island. 63. Shrouded in Mr. Darkness. Nothing wrong with that. And 38, island itself is a living entity, which is classic. I think there's a few different entries that would kind of categorize as that, like the island is on the back of a sea turtle kind of thing. Technically, that's a living entity. I do like the idea that the island is a living entity and is also just an island, like maybe it's an earth elemental. It's like taking a bath, a really long bath, like a geologically long bath. Could be really fun. But yeah, pretty brief one this time. I think the underwater adventures and waterborne adventures tables I think work pretty well here. There's plenty of stuff. I'm not going to claim that it's going to be, tropes are tropes for a reason. People like that stuff, and it's okay to leverage something like this to kind of stitch something together and then build your own unique thing out of it. But I think this is pretty good stuff. So, hey. If you enjoyed watching this, I hope you'll hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more of them. Be notified by hitting the bell icon, and if you want to get early access to these videos, I ship them a week early to my patrons. So, yeah, shout out to my patrons. Mark, you're dope. Josh, yeah, I just love you guys. You're all the best. I don't know what else to say. You're the best. I'll see you guys later.